Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus versus iPhone 10 speed test. Now we did the smaller boys earlier today, but the S9 Plus is closer in the price point, but still cheaper than the iPhone 10. But let's go ahead and boot these up at the same time in 3, 2, 1, and see which one actually gets to the home screen first. So you see the Galaxy S9 Plus is showing its logo first, but the iPhone 10 might win. You can see a new feature there, secured by Knox. I mean, Knox was on the older Samsungs, but that's just a new thing they show on the boot up now. But it looks like the iPhone 10 might be ahead here. We're gonna have to see. Oh, whoa. We're gonna call that one a draw. Let me know, slow it down. Maybe let me know which one was a little faster. I'm calling it a draw. Okay, so let's test the intelligence scan here for the S9 Plus, and then we'll do Face ID on the iPhone 10. So here we go. And you can see it's quite fast if it does respond. One more time. And you can see it's quite fast, and you don't have to do 2 swipes to get in. It's just read your iris and your face, and it will go right in the device. Okay, here we are with the iPhone 10. Let's try Face ID. And you can see we are in. One more time with the iPhone 10. Unlock the screen. And you can see we are in. So Face ID on the iPhone is a little bit more accurate, I think, than the facial recognition on the Samsung phone. But when you do hit it on the Samsung phone, which is like 80 to 90% of the time, it actually is faster to get into the phone. So they kind of trade blows, because on the iPhone, you have to swipe up, but on the Galaxy, while not always as accurate as Face ID, it also gets in faster when you do hit it. Okay, so here we are at the application portion of this speed test. I do have this at the stock 1080p resolution, 1x animations for the Galaxy S9 Plus, and over here on the iPhone 10, it's basically stock out the box. You can see everything's closed. Let's go into calendar, and that's a win for the S9 Plus. Let's go into the weather, and you can see that's a slight win to the iPhone 10. Let's go into calculator, and that is the S9 Plus. Settings, that's the S9 Plus coming home. Let's go into Instagram, and that is the S9 Plus coming home. Let's go into Twitter. That's the S9 Plus. Let's go into WhatsApp. S9 Plus slightly. Snapchat. That's the iPhone 10. YouTube first for the iPhone 10. Going through the trending tab. That's the S9 Plus. That's the iPhone 10. That's the iPhone 10. Library, about the same. So, opening YouTube is going to be about the same on either device. Let's go into Amazon. Amazon first for the S9 Plus. Let's go into Chrome. Chrome first there on maybe slightly to the S9 Plus. Let's go to Lightroom, and Lightroom's first easily on the 10. Netflix is a win. Ooh, that one was pretty close. I'm not even gonna call that one. You guys call that one. Let's go into Jetpack. Can the iPhone take down the S9 Plus? It took down the S9 in earlier today's speed test in gaming. Let's go to Jetpack. And yes, it does. It takes down the S9 Plus. Let's go into Dead Trigger. Ready to go. And we're getting a load there, and it is faster to load than the S9 Plus. Let's play it. Let's just see which one can get into the game quicker as well. So you can see, looks like the iPhone's already loading up the graphics, and here comes. Yep, the iPhone again in the lead for that graphical power. Let's go into Geekbench. And you can see that we do have a win there. It looked like for the iPhone 10. I had to close it out. Let's just run that one more time so we can see what happened. Let's go ahead and close that. Close that out there. And come home on both. Let's come home. Little gesture action. Let's go into Geekbench. And you can see, yeah, it was the iPhone 10. Let's go into speed test. Speed test first on the S9 Plus. So they basically traded blows, but again, it's the same story. Still gaming for the iPhone 10. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is run through the multitasking, but you can see just how nice the S9 Plus has gotten in this regard. It's very smooth. Samsung did some optimizations to Android 8.0 and Samsung 9.0 experience version to make this smoother than the SA. When the SA Plus first launched, there was a little twitching going on, and I didn't like that. But this one is definitely running way better out of the box, so that's a really good thing. Let's go through these now. Speed test coming home. Geekbench, we're gonna go through these fast, just see if we get any reloads here. Dead Trigger, no reloads there. This one has 6 gigs of RAM, this one has 3 gigs of RAM. Jetpack, and slightly better load there on the iPhone 10. Netflix, and that's about the same. Lightroom, that looks like the S9 Plus. Chrome, S9 Plus. Amazon, that looks like the iPhone 10. YouTube, iPhone 10. Snapchat, iPhone 10. WhatsApp, that's about the same. Twitter, that's the S9 Plus. Instagram, that's the iPhone 10. Settings, that looked like the iPhone 10 slightly. Calculator, that was the S9 Plus. And let's go back to weather. Again, weather always has to reload on the Samsung, so it's not really that fair. That's the only cool thing about the iPhone, or that's one of the cool things about the iPhone, is the weather doesn't have to keep reloading like it does on the Samsung device. Let's go back into the calendar, and you can see about the same. So wow, the performance is so close. It's pretty much a draw, but if you want better gaming performance or video editing and rendering and stuff, you still might want the iPhone 10. But in your day-to-day stuff, these are so darn close. Let's just run a Geekbench for the fun of it to see which one scores a better benchmark. Okay, so here we are with the final Geekbench scores. 2370 on the single core, 4236, and 8231 on the multi, and 10,368 on the multi-core here for the iPhone 10. So you can see that Samsung's US model, not quite as good as, the iPhone 10. Well, the Exynos might be a little bit better here on Geekbench, but in the real world, this stuff doesn't really matter. In the day-to-day, what matters is that both of these phones are super fast, and actually, the S9 Plus got a lot better, I think, in performance than the S8 Plus, and that's just not because it's a new phone, because when the S8 Plus was new, it had a little bit of lag I seen on that phone. This is a nice refined version of that device. But if you guys want to see the full comparison, which phone is actually the better buy between these two, you might want to stay subscribed. That is coming soon. And anyway, if you found this helpful, enjoyable, entertaining, informing, do your boy a favor, click that like button for me, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Thank you for watching. Be sure to be well, and peace.